Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there is no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the electronic defrost control board in a Frigidaire refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For the job, we're going to need a 1/4-inch nut driver and a Phillips screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new electronic defrost control board. The purpose of the electronic defrost control board is to monitor the freezing and the defrost cycles and switching the refrigerator from one to the other. It's mounted in the refrigerator compartment inside the cover panel on the left. There are several reasons why the electronic defrost control board has to be replaced. If nothing works in the refrigerator but the lights and dispenser, if the rear evaporator cover panel is iced up and the temperature in the fresh food compartment is way too warm, if the evaporator fan motor doesn't run, and if the damper motor doesn't run. Let's open the refrigerator door. Okay, let's lower the top shelf. It's adjustable shelf, so as low as possible so it will be out of the way. We start with taking the light bulb out. Simply unscrew it, turning it counterclockwise. Push the release button and the filter pops out. Now we're going to use the 1/4-inch nut driver and remove that screw at the back that holds the waterline cover. And now we can pull the cover down and out of the housing. We're now going to remove that screw at the back and use a 1/4-inch nut driver. Now we can remove the 2 screws that holds the front control panel. They are all 1/4-inch screws, so I'm going to use the same 1/4-inch screwdriver for the rest of the screws. And one here in the front of the side panel. And the last screw at the back behind the damper grill. That would be the longest screw. And we're now going to lower down the whole assembly and press the tabs on the side of the plug and pull it apart. So I can use a towel because there would be some water in the lines and press the locking collar in and pull the line out. Now we're going to do the same thing here on this side. Press in the collar and pull out the line. We can remove the towel, and now we're going to pull out the sensor bulb from the freezer compartment. It's installed in the bracket. And let's put the assembly on a workable surface. Now we're going to remove 2 Phillips screws that holds the old electronic defrost control board. Now we can pull this out and press the locking tab and disconnect the plug. Okay, this is the old defrost control. This is the old electronic defrost control board next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's plug in a new defrost control board. Push the harness down so it would be out of the way. And then we're going to install that new defrost control board. So we're going to match the holes. And secure it with the 2 Phillips screws. Now we can take the assembly back to the fridge. Now we're going to install the sensor bulb into the bracket which goes inside the freezer. And now we're going to plug this disconnect plug. It goes in only one way, so I need to make sure it's correct direction. And it should make a nice loud click. Make sure it's locked. Now we can reconnect the water lines. Push it in all the way. Hold it. Press it in. And the second one. Make sure it's not coming out. So lift the whole thing up. And now we're going to install the screws. Are you going to use a 1/4-inch nut driver? I'm going to install this first. Then we go next on the left. Next goes another 1/4-inch screw behind the water filter housing. Now this is that longest screw, goes in the back. And one more screw here at the front of the side panel. Now we're going to install the water line cover. Those two tabs in front goes into the two slots at the back of the water filter housing, and this little pin over here will go into the slot in the ceiling. First we're going to install this front end into these slots, and I'm going to lift the back, route the tubings around the pin in the middle, and lock this pin into the ceiling. And now we're gonna put the screw. It's a 1/4-inch as the rest of them. Next we're going to install the water filter. It goes in this way. Slide it in and push in to lock. Now we can install the light bulb back in. Turning it clockwise. And now we can adjust the top shelf just the way you want it. And now we can close the door. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other repair videos available on our site, on Facebook, and on YouTube.